It's a beautiful day. Let the children play. They ain't feeling no pain. It's a beautiful day. Wake up in the morning, it's a wonderful feeling. It's good to be living, feel it all in my spirit. Time to get it, got it.
Yo, what's up? Carl West back at you. Speak the truth. That's right. That's me. Speak the truth with Carl West. I'm at you again. But first, I need you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, like button, share it. Do whatever you got to do to make sure that you and all of your immediate circle get this in their inbox. This is not about shouting and being derogatory. This content is not about slamming and creating massive division between whoever, men, women, racists, political parties, whatever. I want to tell some truth about both and all, but it's not about being divisive, not about being loud and being preachy. I don't want to do that. If that's what you want, and then there are places, so many places you can go to get that. I want to be a practical, prophetic thought leader, man, in how I deliver content through these mechanisms that I'm gonna have, or I have with this podcast, my website launching, coming out, that will allow you to also get this content every single day, any day, whenever. But if you to get it first, you got to subscribe. So here we go. Wow. This thing I'm watching, man, with our American president, our current American president, man, is, it's a weird. It's weird. It's a weird time. You know. And I hear our leaders on both sides who are against what this current president stands for and what he's about and what he's doing in the public landscape with all the things that he's done, executive orders and mandates and building relationships overseas with Arab nations and all that stuff. Hey, it's all a part of business as usual. I'm not tripping on it because it's a part of business as usual. When you are in charge, you have a right to do things the way you want to do it. I may not agree with the way he's doing a whole lot of things. I may not be in favor of it, but I understand it. That's the nature of the beast, man. When the beast when the beast is in control, the beast does what he or she wants to do. When the beast was in control on the Democratic side, on the left, they did whatever they wanted to do. They got they had a good battle against the right, the Republican Party, and so it continues on, man. The fight continues on. The Republican Party won the last election. They are the beast in the driving seat in the White House, in the Oval Office. So they do whatever it is they feel they want to do. I mean, that's just the way of the world. And I'm not going to spend too much time complaining about that victory. But what I will ask of our leaders on the side against, like the Republicans was against the Democrats, they had a game plan. They had a Project 2025 that they followed. I'm just asking our leaders on the left side, who are doing all the talking and denouncing and protesting and marching and trying to make their voices heard about the atrocities that the right are attempting to do to the American people, or select people who are Americans. I just want our leaders to stop complaining and stop regurgitating the same thing over and over and over again about the evils of this party that's in office now and the things that they're doing. We can see it. I think the writing is on the wall. Unfortunately, the writing is on the wall. And for the folks that sit on the other side of the aisle, the wall seems to be splattered with blood. And for the Democratic Party, man, it seems that y'all have very little leverage in terms of what's happening inside the Capitol, inside the White House, inside the Oval Office. again, that's the nature of the beast. Y'all had y'all chance and y'all blew it and y'all lost, and now the other side has the control and the power, the executive order to do whatever it is they choose to do. And the only unfortunate thing is that the American people will suffer. This patriotic, so-called patriotic country is not proving itself to be so patriotic after all, which I never really looked at it that way, because you're going against the American people on a whole lot of different levels over the decades. Black people are American just as American as anybody else. And the powers that be who think they control the definition for what American is or what a patriot is, y'all lost that. Y'all lost that ability to be able to dictate that when y'all didn't give y'all American citizen, y'all American brotherins and sisterins, the abilities or the leverage or just to leave the black people alone, the Negroes alone, the black colors, whatever y'all want to call us, leave us alone so that we can live in peace and be prosperous and raise our families and be progressive. But y'all chose not to do that. So I think y'all lost y'all abilities to be patriots and y'all abilities to be real Americans when y'all went against American citizens, the 50 million American citizens that sit in this country that call themselves the black people. So what I want and demand is for the leaders who are out there on the Democratic side, on the left, who are job it is in this fight, to always battle the other side when that other side has the big seat, sits in the big seat in the White House. So now it's the Democratic side to scream and holler and try to get that seat back, which I don't know will ever happen or will happen within the next 10 to 15, 20 years. I kind of doubt it based on what I'm seeing. But what I want to see, though, if nothing else, is my leadership, the leadership that sits on the Democratic side who is debating again and fighting against the Republican Party on the right, is give us a plan. Give us a plan. I don't want to hear any more complaining. I don't want to hear how bad this cat is. Again, the writing is on the wall. We can see some things that we are not comfortable with. We can feel some things that we are not happy with. We hear things that we are definitely shaken up by. So we all get it by now. It's 8-9 months in, we get it. We know where he stands. We know where that party stands for the most part. What I want to hear from our leaders on the other side, the Democratic, the left side leaning leaders, I want to hear a plan. Where's our Project 26, 27, 28? Give us a plan of action of what we should do. Outside of the only thing they seem to be saying to us is we got to vote in the midterms. We got to vote when the next general election comes up. But those are in cycles. I think that people are fired up and they probably will do that or attempt to do that if they're not derailed from doing it. But what we need from our so-called Democratic left-leaning leaders is a master plan on what each individual and the collective whole of Americans who find themselves on the other side as well. What is our day-to-day strategy? Sure, it's up to each individual to figure out how to control and maintain and manage their own household, which I think people are doing. And if they're not, maybe they need to be advised on what to do, which is what I want our leaders to do. Advise the common man and the common woman what he or she should be doing on a day-to-day basis to manage the crises that we find ourselves in. This is a humanitarian crisis to some degree, maybe to a large degree. And we need to be told what to do. I'm not sure that I need to be told because I've made my own blueprint. I got my own script in which to follow. I'm going to minimize everything. I'm going to go to a minimalistic world. I'm going to curtail everything that I do right now and focus on, again, building a brand that will allow me to make revenue, generate revenue through viable means. But in terms of my day-to-day, I'm going to curtail everything. if I was going to buy a new car, and I'm advising you to do this because our leaders ain't telling you this because they don't want you to disturb the economy because they're a part of it as well. But I'm going to tell you, if you're going to buy a new car, put it off. If you're going to buy a new house, put it off. If you was going to go on some exotic $5,000, $10,000 vacation, please put it off. Pocket your money. If you was going to go out and celebrate Christmas to a large degree, don't. Any holiday that you spending money, a massive amount of cash on, stop it. Reduce the amount of times you go out to dinner every week. Stop it. Save your cash. Live a minimalistic life, man. And it's only a short period of time you have to do this, hopefully. But if not, if it's going to go to be a long period of time, like I stated before, where this administration may sit in office for the next 15, 20 years, and then you had better be managing your finances, because that's the first thing that you're going to need if you have to move around for various of reasons. Telling you, this is real. This is real. This is not a joke. Stop partying and acting like everything is okay. You watch the TV, you hear it, you see it, then you go out and party all night and all day. People gonna party themselves out of power. We've already lost power, and it's probably due to too much partying. Took the eyes off the prize. Well, these folks was out here hulling up, creating a Project 2025. We was partying like it was 1999. So I need our leaders to create us a plan, a Project 26, 2027, 2028. I need for us to do that. Please do it right now. Deliver it to us. Tell us what we must do individually and collectively to survive this drought, this hurricane, this tsunami that is plaguing the American people. Share it with us. Create the blueprint. Share it with us so we can have some idea of what direction to go in. Just imagine that it was COVID, and when the federal government told us we had to shelter in place, we had to minimize our lives, we had to stop doing certain things to protect ourselves from a virus. Well, you don't think we have, with all due respect, President, you don't think we have a deadly virus sitting in the White House amongst all his minions, his powerful men, his wealthy men who he's leading, or they're leading him? We have a virus. Let's treat it like it was COVID. Make a difference. Leadership. Where's the plan? Where's our Project 2020, 30? Where's it at? Hey, I'm Carl West. Speak the truth. I'm out.
Beautiful day, let the children play. They ain't feeling no pain. It's a beautiful day. Wake up in the morning, it's a wonderful feeling. It's good to be living, feel it all in my